So give us a comment if you can see and hear us. It has been an ordeal to get to you today.
We have tried about 3 laptops, several different tablets, you name it, but we're here!
We made it! And we're
Finally!
on chapter 10.
Yes.
Are we good? Can you all see me? Can you all hear me? Give me a comment. Let me know. Wear my hat slightly askew, just like our dear friend Gilderoy.
There you go. Uh-oh.
You can tilt it up a little.
Yeah, we're okay.
Yeah, it tilts. There we go.
Does that make it better or worse?
Pull it forward a little. So we are on camera. We're good. Can you all see us?
Mostly.
All right, well, I'll just hold the book up.
Well, not covering the book.
Oh, wait,
Yep.
hold on. I think I can just kind of,
Yep.
a little.
A little. There
Just
we
a
go.
little.
There we go.
All right, I think that maybe you can see us all now. If Margaret will stop hiding from the camera.
Always.
All right, so
Okay,
give us
that's funny
a
that I did.
comment
Okay.
if you can see or hear us. Thank you for joining us today for chapters 10 through 12.
Yep.
Discussion of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's. Oh my goodness.
No!
Harry Potter. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
There we go. Yes.
Wrong. Yeah, wrong book.
And we are beginning with chapter 10.
The Rogue Bludger.
Now that's not a bludger, but
Nope.
we will definitely find out what that has to do with the rogue bludger.
Exactly.
I assure you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where are we at, you guys?
I'm not sure I'd like anyone coming near me with a bottle that looks like that.
No, it's terrifying.
I know.
That's scary.
That is scary.
Well, it starts technically with Lockhart not doing the pixies anymore. He has Harry be all his fake animals, werewolves, villagers.
So he and Harry are doing a skit every week.
Every
Vampires.
class is a skit.
Yeah, the vampire and the Wagga Wagga werewolf or
Oh,
whatever.
Which is kind of funny because in Louisiana there is something called a Rougarou festival, and that's what they call a werewolf down there. It's kind of like a urban legend in the area. So Wagga Wagga, Rougarou. I think that's kind of funny alliteration there.
Montana or Wisconsin, I think, has a werewolf too.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Of course, I grew up near the Jersey Devil, which is more terrifying than
Well,
any werewolf.
I come from Fruithurst, and our terrifying thing was the white thing, and nobody is consistent on what it actually looks like, but they all agree it's either a cat or a dog of some sort.
And at the end of playing the werewolf, they wait till after class, and Hermione goes and gets her teacher's signature.
That's right.
And who did she decide to ask?
Professor Lockhart.
Any chance to sign a piece of paper, right? Any
Yep.
chance to sign his name?
Yep.
Mhm.
He doesn't even read what book she wants. And he has an
He just
ostrich.
scribbled it on down.
There it is. Yeah, there's his peacock
There we go.
quill,
Yep. Right there.
which apparently Ron is horrified to see.
And that hat, you gotta know, with style. You gotta wear it with style, right? You gotta. Which way was I doing it? Like that? Like that? Is that? Could we be twins?
A little more.
I
we
don't
go.
know. You might not go for the pin curls that they show him having.
I don't think these are quite tight enough for pin curls.
I have to say a little about his character. Having put in pin curls in my hair,
Yeah, that's a difficult feat. Good job, bud, if you did that.
that requires magic or somebody else to help.
Well, he's
And
a
an hour.
wizard.
Probably still takes an hour though.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
To do a good pin curl.
For sure.
Okay, so they got their signature. Then they run to the library and grab.
Most potent potions.
Correct. Most potent potions.
Yeah. And she's looking at that signature, trying to decide is
Whether-
it fake or not. But
That's
Yep.
Madam Pence.
Yes.
Is it Madam Pence? Mrs.
Yes.
Pence?
Yes,
Madam
Madam
Pence.
Pence.
And Hermione wonders if she can have it back to keep.
Oh, oh, because she just. Oh,
I'll be
I
honest.
think she has a crush a bit on him.
All
what
she
do
had
you
to do
think?
was ask for it. All she had to do
Yeah.
was ask for a photograph and an autograph, and I think she would have gotten it.
Oh yeah.
No problem.
Yep.
Well, judging by the picture, he has them just lying on his desk at school, so you could probably just
There you
take
go.
one off.
Right? All right, and then next up, after that, they decide.
That's when they go to the Moaning Myrtle's bathroom and they look at the potion, and she says it's the most complicated potion that she's ever seen. It has lacewing flies, leeches, fluxweed, and knotgrass. And she says, well, those we can find in the student store cupboard.
Right.
But then there's powdered horn of bicorn. Don't know where we're going to get that. And then there's shredded skin of a boomslang. And, of course, a bit of whoever we're going to change into.
And isn't there a boomslang skin?
And that, well, that's the boomslang. The shredded skin of a boomslang.
That's what it is.
Yes.
So
Written
what
in
is
the-
that?
Written in the Shakespearean method.
We don't know what a boomslang is?
No.
Nope, I don't think it ever covers what a boomslang is.
It's a tree snake. It's a snake that lives in a tree.
I have never heard of this.
Yes.
A boomslang is a tree snake.
Yes.
All right. Katie coming in here with that knowledge, just dropping it
Well,
on us.
You know, the critter thing in me and Hagrid, you know.
I don't know, I'm kind of rapping Hagrid a little bit today. I got my scraggly hair going on and my
Yep.
brown hat. Some
Looks
earthy
pretty
tones.
Cool. Looks pretty cool.
We're learning.
But now, Ron is horrified. What? What do you mean, some bit of whoever we're changing into? He said he's not drinking anything with crab's toenails in it. Yeah. Do you think you would like to drink that?
Absolutely not.
No.
No, that is not a thing I would do.
No. And of course now Ron and Harry are all worried about how much they're going to have to steal to make this potion.
Mm-hmm.
And Hermione closes the book with a snap. It says, is there anything better we can do to find out who's the heir of Slytherin?
She means business, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Hermione is in it this time.
Oh, yeah.
She's gonna
Yep.
break the rules, she's gonna go the whole way.
Mhm.
right.
Go hard or go home.
That's right.
And probably not get in trouble for it.
yeah, because it's Hermione.
Yep. Yep. That's right. And then, of course, next we come up to the Quidditch game
What did
between
you say?
Slytherin and
The Quidditch
Gryffindor.
game. Check that guy out.
Oh, whoa.
Isn't that some
And who's
awesome
that
artwork?
following there?
Draco!
Draco coming after Harry.
And it's not the best conditions.
Nope. There's a hint of thunder, and it's all muggy and...
It's gross, y'all. It's like
Yep.
last Wednesday. Last Wednesday night.
You finally got power today, right?
I got it last night. I got power last night before we went to bed.
Yes. And here as well.
Yeah.
Hope everybody
Like-
made it okay through the storms.
And has
Oh.
everything back.
Yeah.
Great.
Let's see. So we
So once the
play
game
Quidditch.
started,
Yeah.
that's when that bludger keeps
Mhm.
going for Harry.
Which
Oh,
is
that's right.
the exact opposite of what they're supposed to do in
Yeah.
Quidditch and Muggle Quidditch. The idea is they hit everything.
Right.
Yep.
They
if
don't discriminate.
when the beaters hit them, they go off to the next. They
Mhm.
don't just follow one person.
But this one is following one person. Do you guys mind if we do a couple of the questions just to see if
Yep.
any of our viewers would like to answer some of the questions?
What, Martha?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Some of them aren't hard
so
questions.
no, that's what I'm wondering. Lockhart and the broken elbow, is that a real spell? So when we get to that part,
Yeah.
and Harry, so we're at the Quidditch tournament, and Harry,
He's being chased by a bludger.
and he gets that snitch right after his arm breaks because of the bludger.
Bludger.
Yeah.
Yep.
He stops for a millisecond, and the
Yep.
bludger hits him right in the elbow. And my
Ouch.
aunt broke an elbow, actually standing on a rolly chair. So don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. But he
and-
catches that snitch, and he goes down hard, and when he comes up and he comes to, Lockhart's trying to help him.
And he's like, no, please, no.
And what is the spell that Lockhart performs even though the patient is unwilling?
Yeah, well, it's not in the book.
It's not even in there.
Nope. He just waves
So-
his wand.
Yep.
So
That's
is
a
it even a
nonverbal.
real spell?
Lockhart says, lie back, Harry, said Lockhart soothingly. It's a simple charm I've used countless times.
Mm-hmm.
And Harry says, why can't I just go to the hospital wing? Uh-oh.
Because Gilderoy Lockhart's there,
Uh-oh.
and he wants to shine, even if he's gonna mess it up.
Oh, gosh.
So what do you guys think? Was it a real spell? Let us know in the comments. What about you guys, Margaret?
I don't
Well,
think so.
judging by his last spell was not in Latin, and pretty much all the spells in Harry Potter are in Latin, I'm gonna say I wouldn't trust it.
Don't trust it? What about you, Katie?
No.
I think he just waved his wand. I don't even think that he did a
Yeah.
spell, even nonverbal. I don't think he did it. I just think he waved his wand and hoped for the best.
And what happened to poor Harry's arm? He ended up with an arm like rubber, where he couldn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like a stuffed rubber glove, I think they describe it as, or something like that.
Yeah, a thick.
Yeah, a thick flesh-colored rubber glove. And when he tried to move his fingers, nothing happened.
Oh,
no.
So
they get him to Madame Pomfrey, and she's just going on and on about
I'm
how.
assuming they don't include a picture. No.
No, they
don't.
don't.
Thankfully, thankfully they don't include that
That's
picture.
when they need the
Mm-hmm.
that.
She says that she can mend broken bones in a second.
Yep.
But growing them is much harder, so she uses this guy. It's called Skelegro.
That's
And
that
taste-
creepy bottle.
Absolutely horrible.
Ugh.
And Harry says not long after he drinks them, he starts to feel like there are splinters in his arm. You ever had a splinter? You know that's bad. Even if you're tough and it's not that bad, it still hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
Everything in
more
the Skelegro.
Skelegro.
Oh dear.
That's terrifying.
That's a very Halloweeny.
Oh, yeah.
golly.
That's on.
Ooh.
It's like a very Halloweeny picture there.
Ooh. Yep.
So he goes to sleep. They were going to have a party, but Madame Pomfrey was not about it. She said he's got to grow his bones back. How many?
30.
33.
33. That's a lot of bones, you guys. So he has to go to sleep, but he wakes up in the middle of the night, and somebody is sponging his forehead. Is that what it said?
Yep.
So you know how when your mom is taking care of you, or someone's taking care of you, and they do like a little bath rag or something, and Harry's like, I've never had this before in my life. What is this? And it's who? Who is it?
Dobby!
It's Dobby.
Oh,
He's back.
No! It's Dobby! Oh no! And he says, Harry Potter came back to school, he whispered miserably. Dobby warned and warned Harry Potter. Oh, sir, why didn't you heed Dobby? Why didn't Harry Potter go back home when he missed the train?
Well, how did Dobby
Wait
know?
a minute. Exactly.
How do you know that he missed the train?
So Harry says, it was you. You stopped the barrier from letting us through?
Yeah, that was Dobby.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh.
So then Dobby says, well, he couldn't. Obviously, Harry found a way to school, so then he hoped that Dobby's bludger would have had Harry sent back home. He did not want to kill him,
And
only maim or seriously injure.
And he says, "Your bludger," said Harry, anger rising once more. "What do you mean, your bludger? You made that bludger try and kill me?" "Not kill you, sir, never kill you," said Dobby, shocked. "Dobby wants to save Harry Potter's life. Better sent home grievously injured than remain here. Dobby only wanted Harry Potter hurt enough to be sent home." What is going on?
For this poor little elf to be
What?
going through so much to get this 12-year-old sent home.
And Harry says, "I don't suppose you're going to tell me why you wanted me sent home in pieces?"
Nope.
"Oh, if Harry Potter only knew!" Dobby groaned. "Oh no. Oh no."
Well, they go back and forth for a little while, but then
Yes.
Dobby, he has to leave
Yep.
because they hear something. Someone's
But
coming
before,
in.
before
Oh, wait.
he leaves,
Mm-hmm.
he says, "Dobby cannot let Harry Potter stay here now that history is to repeat itself, now that the Chamber of Secrets is open once more."
But we need more information
Yep.
is what I think we need. We need more information, but we're not going to get it because Dobby's got to go
Yep.
because he hears somebody coming.
Yep.
So he disappears.
He does also say how to free a house elf.
Oh, he does. He does
He
say how
does.
to free a
Yes.
house
Because
elf.
Harry asks him why he wears a pillow.
That's right, the pillowcase.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he says he can. You have to be given clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
And
not
that-
even a sock is given to Dobby.
Not even
Yep.
a sock.
Nope.
Which I have to say, the good thing about having a house elf for me would be the laundry being done. So I don't understand. Like, that makes no sense to me.
Oh, I'd love to have an elf. I treat them so well.
You would just have another
Oh.
pet.
Yes.
On the plus side, a modern washing machine does what took 3 days in 20 minutes.
Yep, that it does.
Monday was one day, Tuesday was ironing, and then Wednesday was drying. Or like refolding it all back up. Or Monday was washing, Tuesday was drying, Wednesday was ironing.
So the next time you go past your laundry room, give your appliances a high five and say, "Good job, ladies."
Yes, and Dobby runs off, and Dumbledore walks in carrying.
A statue?
A statue.
Or is it a boy?
Oh my gosh. And it's another attack, said Dumbledore. Minerva found him on the stairs. And it was Colin Creevy.
Poor Colin.
Remember the first year?
But he had his camera with him, so did he get a picture of his attacker?
That's right. He
No.
was petrified, I think, in more ways than one.
Mhm.
No, it melts the camera. Poor little muggle camera.
Oh, poor muggle camera.
Horrible way to die, melted.
And McGonagall says, "What does this mean, Albus?"
That's right.
And he says,
The Chamber of Secrets is indeed open again.
so yep, Dobby was right.
Ah,
And then we find out that the problem is not who, but how.
Oh. And that's a puzzle in itself.
yeah.
So then we get to the next chapter, the dueling club, which, you guys, people are being attacked, and you want to teach other people how to attack other people. Or are you teaching people how to defend themselves? What do you think? Dueling club, good idea, bad idea?
Good idea, I
Good
think.
idea?
I mean, I'd like to know how to defend myself.
Right. So it's
Right.
it should more be like a self-defense class.
That's right.
Yes.
Or maybe they already have that at Hogwarts. Maybe it's called I don't know, Defense
Okay.
Against the Dark Arts.
Depends who's teaching it, to be fair.
Yeah, there you go.
I wouldn't trust Lockhart to teach any.
So because one class is not fulfilling its duty, they have to open a club.
Yeah.
But guess who they get to lead that club?
Well, Lockhart decides he's going to ask Professor Snape to assist.
to assist.
Assist.
And he calls him his assistant in the class.
Yeah.
And Snape does not take kindly to that.
No.
Alan Rickman
no.
glaring at you. I'm surprised no one ran the other way.
But one of my favorite parts of this scene, if you guys
movies?
read,
Or in the movie or the book? Which
well,
one?
both.
Both.
If you read through and if you watch the movie, then you know that while they are dueling, Snape actually makes the first move, and he teaches Harry the spell that will save his life over
Many
and over
times.
again.
So many times. Harry's favorite spell.
Do you want to say it,
Yes.
Katie?
Oh my goodness, blank.
Expelliarmus.
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 Unfortunately,
yes.
he almost has used too much, so it gives him away a few times.
It does, it does.
He likes that spell a lot. It's his
He
favorite
does.
spell.
Yes.
But we actually missed something when
Oh,
Harry
what did we
leaves.
Yes, because of the.
When Harry leaves the hospital wing, he can't find Ron or Hermione.
Oh, that's right. Where were they?
He runs into Percy, and
He
Percy
runs
tells
into
a joke.
Percy.
Oh, what is
Percy
this
tells
joke?
a joke.
What was the joke? Let's see here.
Because Harry asks Percy if, has he seen Ron or Hermione?
Ah.
And Percy goes, well, I hope he's not hanging out in another girl's bathroom.
Well, that's exactly where he is. They go to Moaning Myrtle's bathroom because they decided what?
With Colin
They
being
are
attacked,
going to-
you need to get that potion done.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yep.
But that's just some more of Percy's personality. I mean, anything his family exists to embarrass him.
Well, yeah, that is true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But they really exist to embarrass him.
Yes.
It's everyone's family, but Percy in particular.
So we have covered Percy, and the Polyjuice Potion is what they've decided to go ahead and get a head start on. We've covered the Dueling Club up until
Just
they
before it
break off.
starts.
They break
Well,
off into groups.
But
Well,
I
we
think
haven't got there
No,
yet.
we skipped stealing from Snape.
Oh, we did skip
Yeah,
that, didn't
because
we?
we haven't yet gotten to the dueling club.
Nope. We have to
This is the
steal.
very beginning of the chapter.
I apologize, everyone. I got ahead of myself.
That's okay.
We have
We're
to
getting there.
steal from Snape first.
And who
Yes.
decides to do the stealing? Who should do the actual stealing?
Well, no one.
But in this case,
Going into Snape's private stores is not a bright idea for any student.
no.
It will get you in trouble.
I love this, especially where Harry's feeling about it. Deliberately causing mayhem in Snape's potions class was about as safe as poking a sleeping dragon in the eye.
Yep. That's about right.
And this is at a school with the motto is never tickle a sleeping dragon.
I think
Yep,
so.
yep, yep.
Yep.
So lots of don't play with dragons.
And so they're mixing up a swelling solution, I think it was.
Right in class.
And what happens then?
What does Harry do to Crab's potion?
He throws this was
Firework.
to make a distraction.
Yes.
So that Hermione could get into Snape's office.
Right.
He pulls one of Fred's filibuster fireworks
Oh.
out of his pocket. And then he took aim and lobbed it into the air. It landed right on target in Goyle's cauldron.
So the potion goes everywhere.
Yes.
Goyle's eyes.
Yes, with the size of a dinner plate.
Oh, that's huge. And Malfoy's nose was the
With
size,
the size
of a melon.
melon.
Imagine trying to walk around with that on your nose.
You'd be going good.
Yep. And Hermione just slips in there. She gets the ingredients that she needs, and she gets right back out.
Yep.
Yep.
And then Snape threatens to skin whoever lobbed the
Well, he
firework.
He basically says, if I ever find out who threw this, Snape whispered, I shall make sure that person is expelled.
Sure, Snape. You tried that at the beginning of the year, too, and that didn't work out for you. So, Sure.
But we once again wonder if Snape can read minds.
I'm pretty sure he
Yes,
can,
We
but we'll find
frequently
that out
wonder
later.
that.
Yeah.
And then the
dueling club.
Then they decide to start a
Right.
dueling club.
And that's also when Hermione says now it's going to be 2 weeks before the potion is ready.
Right, right.
Uh,
So at the dueling club, we talked a little bit about that. So they break up into groups.
Mm-hmm.
And Snape, he gets his revenge on Harry.
for not
Kind
stealing.
of. For not for stealing, but, you know.
for existing.
And pairs him up with Malfoy.
Yes.
Who immediately cheats.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he casts the spell. What's the spell?
Well, it's the tickling charm first.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The
Harry casts it at Malfoy.
what was that one? That one was called Rictus Sempra.
Yeah, tickling charm.
Mm-hmm.
Rictus Sempra.
And I knew that without looking it up was still scary.
Yes, and Harry does that to Malfoy.
Mm-hmm.
But Malfoy
And-
goes first. He attacks first.
No, and Malfoy does. Then Malfoy gets him back with Tarantalegra.
Oh yeah, and he had cast it on 2 instead of 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's when he cheated.
Yeah.
Yes.
He went first.
And Snape does the Finite Incantatum,
Yep.
which stops
Finish charm.
the
Right.
whoop, zoop,
Finish
zoop.
spell.
Yes. And he whispers something into Malfoy's ear. And we're like, okay. So what happens next?
Well, I'm pretty sure that a snake bursts out of the end of Malfoy's wand.
Right. Because Malfoy says Serpensortia. And
Summon-
this huge,
Summon serpent.
Mm-hmm.
thick black snake comes out.
A lot of snakes in this chapter.
Yep.
Yep.
Boomslang skin.
Now in the
Mhm.
movie, this changes a little bit because Lockhart tries to save everybody
Right.
and makes the snake mad.
Yep. And he ultimately sets it on someone.
Doesn't he do it?
I
I think
it's only
he
in the
does
movie.
something in here.
Well, he tries to help, but he drops his wand.
Yep, that's
But in
right.
the movie, he tries to get the snake to go away, but he says ascend instead of vanish. So
And
the
he
snake
throws
is
it in the air.
flying in the air.
Yes.
And it comes back and it's ready to kill somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So
But-
never throw a snake.
But in
Because
both,
in the book it says, "Allow me!" shouted Lockhart. He brandished his wand at the snake, and there was a loud bang.
oh, he does do it in this
And the
book.
snake, instead of vanishing, flew 10 feet into the air and fell back to the floor with a loud smack.
Okay, so he does more wandless magic.
So
He does
he
more wordless magic.
That's
he
what
just
it is.
says it in the.
And then, enraged and hissing furiously, it
I
was
read it.
slithering straight toward Justin Finch Fletchley.
I read it as the wand went in his wand went into the air too. So
Yeah.
I think I got a little. I think I was trying to speed read maybe.
To be fair, knowing Lockhart, the snake, and the wand probably both went in
Probably
the air.
both. Probably both.
He probably went too late.
Because
He probably went
he's
flying.
always dripping. He's always dripping.
He drops
Yes,
it like 10
drops his
times in this
snake.
chapter.
Exactly.
But Harry to the rescue, as always, and he steps up and he tells that snake, "Don't you mess with
He
Justin."
said, "Leave him alone."
That's
And
right.
miraculously, inexplicably, the snake slumped to the floor, docile as a thick black garden hose, its eyes now on Harry.
Which
So?
should be fine.
Yeah.
But not everybody saw it that
Yeah.
way.
Now,
No.
now everyone's literally freaking out and staring at
Because
Harry like
they're-
he just did something
they're-
really, really weird.
I know. They're puzzled.
Well, it's
and they're
probably because he
angry and
did.
scared.
He did do something weird, though. Even in the wizarding world, talking to snakes is not the best thing to do. We learned from Ron. Ron tells
Yes.
us this.
Yeah,
Yes.
they grab Harry and book to the Gryffindor common room.
Yep.
Just ran up there.
Just get him out of there.
Yep.
And that's where we find out Harry, who has spoken to snakes most of his life without even noticing,
Finds out that
is-
That's unusual.
Yep, that's weird. Even for a wizard, that's weird.
Mhm.
And what is that called when you can do that?
parcel tongue.
Yeah.
Parcel. I can
Yeah.
never say it out
Or
loud.
your parcel mouth.
Parcel mouth.
But it's called parcel tongue is the language.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. Glad we're all in agreement.
Yes. There you go.
So then he feels bad about it. So later on, he decides that he's going to go find Justin. He's going to apologize.
And explain to him that he
Right.
was not egging it on.
Ooh, we got
He
a
was
comment that I
actually-
can I can't read that far away.
Oh, what does it say? Oh, hi, Christy. She says, hi, ladies. Always enjoy listening to y'all. Aw, thanks. I think you just like listening to Katie because she has an awesome accent. We also enjoy listening to Katie.
No, it's the three of us.
You guys are going to love this. That's my mom. Hi, Mama.
We're the Dream Team live stream.
I like that, Katie. That's cute.
Yeah.
Okay, so we explain Parcel Tongue, and then we
Yeah.
explain
And that's what
why
Salazar
it's so bad is because
Mhm.
Salazar and Slytherin
Was famous for
famous
that.
for it.
That's
Yeah.
why Slytherin House is a snake.
Mhm.
Yep. And then they ask if Harry could be his great, and they run out of greats.
Yep.
Grandson.
Because it's possible. He lived over 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And then Harry immediately thinks about his father's family,
Mhm.
which of course is an old wizarding family.
But he knows nothing about them
Nope.
because
Doesn't know anything about his mother's family either, to be true.
well,
Right.
the Dursleys didn't allow questions.
No. But remember what happened when Harry first arrived at Hogwarts? The Sorting Hat thought he might do well in Slytherin.
This is the same house that have Crab and Goyle in, though. So.
Yeah, I
Low
don't-
bar.
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. But Harry, he's questioning it. He doesn't know. You
He
know,
doesn't know.
Crab and Goyle have no cunning, so we're not sure why they're there.
they're muscle. They're Malfoy's muscle. I'm pretty sure they paid
Yep.
to be in.
Yeah.
It is the house that did allow a seeker who brought how many brooms did we figure out that
Oh
was?
my
15
gosh. What?
Oh, that was a lot of
$1,500 or something.
That
Yes.
was a lot.
Yeah.
Descender Salazar Slytherin.
So then of course the next morning they had the blizzard, and so the last herbology lesson of the term was cancelled.
But oh my gosh, you guys, Hogwarts in the snow.
Ooh.
Isn't it beautiful?
Wow.
What is that supposed to be? Is that one of the other towers, I guess?
I think so. I think it's just from one tower to the next.
Wow.
Because the
That's what you're
twins
getting
seem
to
to
see.
have put little snowmen on the Gryffindor tower. We don't want to know how they got there.
No, no, we're not asking that
Well, it's
question.
magic.
Well, they do have brooms.
Maybe you're not supposed to fly in snow. We've learned that lesson.
Yeah, but they do things they're not supposed to all the time.
And they put so stole somebody's hat.
Maybe they Wingardium Leviosa them up there.
Maybe.
So he can't go, but he wants to go talk to Justin.
To explain to him and apologize, in case he made him scared about for whatever reason.
So he's walking around. He's trying to figure it out. But then he hears somebody talking about Justin and why he can't find Justin. And what is this person saying?
Well, he's gone to the library to look for them, for the group of Hufflepuffs that
Right.
would be there.
Keep moving along.
And, oh my goodness.
And it's down at the bottom, I think.
But,
You want to start right there?
yeah. So anyway, a stout boy was saying, I told Justin to hide up in our dormitory. I mean to say, if Potter's marked him down as his next victim, it's best he keeps a low profile for a while. Of course, Justin's been waiting for something like this to happen ever since he let slip to Potter he was Muggle-born. Justin actually told him he'd been down for Eton. That's not the kind of thing you bandy about with Slytherin's air on the loose, is it?
And we talked about that. Eton was a Muggle school, a pretty prestigious school.
Yes.
It does exist. You can find it. Good luck trying to get in.
They allow Americans who just got to head over a lot of money.
Yep.
It's like an
And
American
you've
college,
got
lots
to
of money.
You've got to be pretty smart too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But Hannah Abbott,
Mm-hmm.
she's on the Hufflepuff team, isn't she? I think
I just think that she is a notable Hufflepuff.
she's a notable.
She
Hufflepuff.
appears several
yeah.
times.
Yeah.
She was
She-
the first sorted.
She
That-
was.
Yeah.
That was her claim to fame.
Yes.
At least
Yes.
in book one.
And other things later I can tell you all about.
And she says he always seems so nice, though," said Hannah uncertainly. "And well, he's the one who made you-know-who disappear. He can't be all bad, can he?"
And then at the top of the page over there, do you see it at the top of that one right there?
You mean where he says, well, Hannah, the stout boy says solemnly, he's a parcel mouth and everyone knows that's the mark of a dark wizard. Have you ever heard of a decent one who could talk to snakes? They called Slytherin himself Serpent Tongue. Uh-oh. So, what happens? In the end, Harry can't take any more.
That's right.
He clears his throat loudly, steps out from behind the bookshelves, and if he hadn't been feeling so angry, he would have found the sight that greeted him funny. Every one of the Hufflepuffs looked as though they'd been petrified by the sight of him. Yeah. Hello, said Harry. I'm looking for Justin Finch Fletchley. Uh-oh.
Well, they knew that.
Uh-oh.
They knew that.
The Hufflepuff's worst fears had clearly been confirmed. What do you want with him? Said Ernie in a quavering voice. I wanted to tell him what really happened with that snake at the dueling club, said Harry. So, they all say, well, we saw what happened. Then you noticed that after I spoke to it, the snake backed off, said Harry. All I saw, said Ernie stubbornly, though he was trembling as he spoke, was you speaking Parseltongue and chasing the snake toward Justin. I didn't chase it at him, Harry said, his voice shaking with anger. It didn't even touch him. So see, they don't believe Harry.
No, but you
They
just
don't
gotta
believe Harry.
I love Harry in this one though. So I do have friends who have also read the books, and they call it when Harry talks like this, they call it sassy Harry.
Yeah.
We do love a good sassy Harry. He's so brave, and that's his
Yeah.
Gryffindor showing. He's
Exactly.
gonna stand up for what's right. He's not gonna let
Exactly.
someone lie and tell stories on anyone.
That's right.
It
Especially
only
not
bites
himself.
him in the butt when he says it to Snape, though.
Yeah.
Don't do that to
Yep.
Snape.
Yeah.
And he says, I don't care what sort of blood you've got, said Harry fiercely. Why would I want to attack Muggleborns? I've heard you hate those Muggles you live with, said Ernie.
Well, he's not wrong.
Definitely not. And now my whole thing is going to fall off my head here. I'm getting
Need to
so
tighten her in the
fierce.
back.
Yeah.
I know.
We have to. You got it?
Wind her back up some more.
There we
Just
go.
wind
All
Katie
right.
up. It's just,
Yes.
there we go.
Okay, just squashed my head, but that's all right. It's not possible to live with the Dursleys and not hate them, said Harry. I'd like to see you try it. Oh, that's when he storms out of the library.
Well, I will say, good on Harry. Remove yourself from a situation before you do something that you'll regret. Always.
Yes.
If you can feel yourself getting hot,
And
just take a minute.
That's right. But guess who he bumps into?
Literally
Hagrid.
bumps into him.
Literally bumps into.
Yeah.
Yes.
Walks right into him.
Yeah, he's pretty much a wall.
Yes. Hagrid's face was entirely hidden by a woolly, snow-covered balaclava, but it couldn't possibly be anyone else as he filled most of the corridor. That's how big Hagrid is.
Yeah, he had a
What's he doing there?
big ski mask on.
Yeah.
Keep it
And
warm.
he has a dead rooster.
Well, why does he have a dead?
Oh, no.
What's this about? As much as I don't like birds, I don't like them to be dead. I would like for them to be fine and flying somewhere that's not near me.
Uh-oh. And he explains to Harry, it's the second one killed this term, he explained. It's either foxes or a blood-sucking bugbear, and I need the headmaster's permission to put a charm around the hen coop. Uh-oh. All right.
I feel like he should just whip out that umbrella and just take care
I
of
know.
it. You know?
I know.
There's no wand in that umbrella or anything.
No. But this is
Okay.
just another reminder that Hagrid, for some reason, is not allowed to do magic.
Nope.
Nope.
Thrown out of Hogwarts.
So he says he's got to go, and it's Transfiguration next, and he's got to get his books.
Right.
But his mind is still full of what Ernie said about him in the library.
Darn it, Ernie.
And what happens then?
He ends up down one of those horror film corridors where the lights have gone out
There
and
you go. Don't go there.
the wind is blowing in and there's a window knocked out and the lights have gone out.
And everybody's yelling, turn around, turn
Yes,
around.
the torches had been extinguished by a strong icy draft. Oh.
It's Nocturne Alley all over again.
And then he trips headlong over something lying on the floor.
Whatever's on the floor.
It's Justin.
I think he found Justin.
Oh no!
He was looking for him. He found him.
Rigid and cold. And
That's
that
not good.
wasn't all. Next to him was another figure, the strangest sight Harry had ever seen. It was nearly headless Nick, no longer pearly white and transparent, but black and smoky.
With his head off, right?
With his head was half
Yep.
off, and his face wore an expression of shock, identical to Justin's.
We just saw Nick.
wait
He was
a minute.
fine. What's going on here?
Oh,
What-
no.
What makes ghosts turn black? And what makes
I
spiders run away?
I don't
Yep.
know.
Spiders are running and he notices a line of spiders heading out that broken window as fast as they can move.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I would be scared.
But then, of course, Peeves arrives.
And,
Oh.
and he has to make up a joke. And what does he say?
No, suddenly he goes, attack! Attack! Another attack! No mortal or ghost is safe! Run for your lives! Attack!
To be fair, Peeves is neither mortal nor ghost.
Yeah, no, he has nothing to fear.
He's a poltergeist, which is something
Yes.
completely different.
Completely different thing.
Yes.
It's a whole different kind of energy.
So all the doors
Manic.
just fly open, and suddenly there's all these people out in the hallway.
Yep. Now there is the good thing where we have McGonagall yelling at one of her students who turned his friend into a badger.
A badger.
And when the kid comes out, he still has striped hair.
So I'm wondering, is this friend that was turned into a badger? Was it were they a Hufflepuff? Because maybe they asked to be turned into a badger.
But to do bad things in McGonagall's class,
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that in McGonagall school.
No.
That's a bad idea. It's a
No.
bad idea.
she won't skin you like Snape, but you'll still be in trouble.
Oh yeah, you'll wish that you had been skinned.
Yep. There we go. It's here where Professor McGonagall comes running, followed by her own class, one of whom still had the black and white striped hair. I love it.
It's one of those little things you're like, it has nothing to do with anything later, but you're just like,
We'll
I can
take it.
picture that.
It's,
Yeah, I can
it's
picture that.
perfect. It's perfect.
So obviously a wizard school.
Oh yeah.
Just another day at Hogwarts. Yes.
Just another day.
And then they carry Justin up and waft nearly headless Nick to the hospital wing
Yes.
somehow.
With a fan.
They just gotta.
like,
And then
yep.
Harry
walked in.
is dragged off to a room he's never, ever, ever been to before.
Oh.
Mm. Yep.
What room is that?
This must be where Dumbledore lives.
A gargoyle jumps out of the way.
Nope, no picture. Not
No
yet,
picture.
sadly.
Oh, okay.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Pretty Christmas ornament though.
Ooh, is it?
So now our last chapter for today is chapter 12, the Polyjuice Potion.
I do love how they have the polyjuice potion and then they have a Christmas ornament. Does anyone know what that is? Let's go ahead and tell you.
Yes.
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
It's a phoenix.
Or
Talk to Phoenix.
Firebird.
I want a phoenix.
You
Christmas
want
ornament.
every animal.
Well, yes, I do.
Okay, so what do we think of Dumbledore's office other than really, 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 really cool?
It's really cool.
Really cool. Okay.
You don't want to be in trouble there, but it's really
No.
cool.
We all agree on this. It's a really cool office.
It's
Yes.
circular and things are whirring and it's surrounded by
Yes.
books and portraits
Yes.
and
Oh, I'd love to visit.
big old fancy library and you just be like, I'll sit here.
That's like, yes, we'll visit there.
We say that as we're sitting in a big old fancy library.
Yes, but there's not a bed hidden here, to be fair.
No.
You don't know that.
It's up in the attic, huh?
And there's not little silver things that are whirring and puffing little puffs of
No,
smoke.
I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it.
But in the movie, they had that. You don't see it in the film, sadly. But you know, you've got his desk, and you've got the upper level where he's got his telescope. And back behind the desk where you can't see it is this little tiny bedroom. They made Dumbledore a little tiny bedroom with a closet and all his things.
That's so nice.
Never on camera, but I'm just like, that is so adorable.
Yep.
It's never on camera, but
I would love
So,
to see that.
We have the Phoenix ornament, but guess what poor Harry sees, which he doesn't realize while he's waiting for Dumbledore.
well, he talks to the Sorting Hat. That's
He
what
does.
Yes.
And the Sorting Hat says, I stand by the statement I made. You would have done well
In Slytherin. Yep.
So Harry's
And
doubting.
Harry's like, oh, put the hat away.
Throw the hat on the floor.
Yep.
Poor hat.
He's been through so
And
much.
then he's looking at this decrepit looking bird.
Poor guy.
Half-plucked turkey.
Yep.
Just in time for Thanksgiving.
And then suddenly, what happens?
It
Bursts into flames! Oh my gosh!
While screaming in pain, which is kind of disturbing as
Yeah, that
well.
is very disturbing. I did not know that was a thing.
It gave one loud shriek.
I just blocked that out.
And then there's a pile of ash. Like, wait, what?
It's gone.
And Harry's thinking, oh my gosh, Dumbledore's gonna think he did something to this poor bird. Oh my
Poor
gosh.
Harry. He's killing students. He's killing ghosts. He's
Oh.
killing birds.
Oh.
Don't do it, Harry. Don't be that person. He's not actually doing those
Oh.
things, but
That's what
afraid.
he's feeling.
He's
Yes.
afraid that Dumbledore is going to think that he's doing these things.
Yes, yes. So,
And then Dumbledore comes in and he goes, my bird, your bird, your bird. And Dumbledore's like, that's fine.
It's
fine.
okay.
then
He's supposed
he
to do that.
says, they burst into flame when it's time
Oh,
for
we
them
do,
to
we do.
die.
We have a picture of our half-plucked
Yes.
turkey. Poor
Well,
guy.
there he is as a tiny wrinkled newborn bird.
Yeah.
Newborn
Yeah.
Phoenix.
It was quite as ugly as the old one.
Not
Because
his
Dumbledore,
best day.
yes, Dumbledore tells Harry he's really very handsome most of the time. Wonderful red and gold plumage. And here he tells us also very important details about what phoenixes can do. They can carry immensely heavy loads, their tears have healing powers, and they make highly faithful pets.
To
If
the
they
right
like
person.
you.
Yeah, to the right person. If they like you, you're a pretty good person.
Yeah.
They won't pick anybody.
I think Fox would probably be the only bird I would like.
If he likes you, then.
If he liked me, I would. That is the only bird that I would hope would like me. All the others can just stay away.
Aw, and even Hedwig.
Okay, look, Hedwig and I, we have an understanding.
Okay, all right. That I tie your letters to her foot.
There you
Yes.
go. That's how it works. We respect each other's boundaries.
There you go. There you
And
go.
Dumbledore tells Harry that, well, wait a minute. Hagrid runs in and says it wasn't
can't
Harry
be Harry
with the rooster swinging wildly, which
because
doesn't help
he
either.
was with him seconds before it was found.
Right?
So, anyway.
Then, yeah, Dumbledore says it's not Harry. He knows it's not Harry. But he asks Harry if there's anything at all that Dumbledore needs to know. Anything.
Harry is terrified, so he's not going to say a word. He says everything's fine.
And he said, nope,
Nope. Nope.
there isn't anything, Professor.
Nope, nope.
Nothing.
As
no.
going through his mind is a list of 20 things, all that could get him in lots of trouble.
Yeah, yeah. Ugh.
So moving along, we know that
All the
the
folks are
trio
pretty
decided,
much packing up to leave for the
Yes.
Christmas
right.
holidays.
And Ginny is crying.
Poor Ginny. She's always crying in this
Yes.
book.
Because her friend's been petrified, and her brothers, who find Harry being Air Slytherin hysterical because their friend George, are giving her nightmares.
What is it they say?
Oh, make way for the heir of Slytherin, seriously evil wizard coming through.
And poor Ginny's having nightmares, and this is one of the few times we think Percy's semi-human.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Because
worried
he
about
tells
her.
Fred and George to quit. Not that they do, but at least he
Yes.
tells them to leave her alone.
And the other thing they say, which I love, is that Fred says, Harry's in a hurry. Yeah, he's off to the Chamber of Secrets for a cup of tea with his fanged servant.
Once again, implied a snake.
Yes.
Always a
Yeah.
snake.
Always.
Yes. Okay.
But the trio decide to stay at Hogwarts while everybody else is packing up and getting ready to
Yeah.
leave. The trio want to stay, and why do they want to stay?
And weirdly, Draco Malfoy is staying for some reason.
And that's why they want to stay, because
Yes.
they found out about that, and they think that they're gonna figure out what's up.
While wondering
Right.
why that's really weird, because Draco always goes home
Mm-hmm.
to get his mother's love and food, and
Yep.
assuming
Presents.
house elf, made food, because I'm sure Narcissa doesn't cook.
I don't know. She sure does love that boy, so she
Yeah.
might have taken up something like
She might know how to cook.
treat
maybe.
making. She might be one of those
Treat
people that just
making.
makes
Just brownies,
just brownies.
Yeah.
just brownies and cakes.
Okay.
Because he does receive treats all the time from
Yes.
home.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And then Hermione tells them the polyjuice potion is nearly ready.
So what should
Oh, goodness.
Worst Christmas gift. Polyjuice potion.
Oh, my
they
gosh.
do? So what's the plan, guys? What do they got to do?
Ah, all right.
Grab a piece of Crab and Goyle. Hermione
That's
has
just
her
morbid.
piece.
Yes.
Hermione has her piece.
Because she got that when she was in the
In
dueling
dueling
club.
Yep.
She got a hair from
Millicent, Bulstrode.
Bulstrode. Yes.
They were
Who is
wrestling.
Yeah.
Built
Yes.
like a hag. Which is
Yeah.
a little disturbing.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Hey, that is how she is described in there.
Yes.
I'll take it.
You know, the size of one of those porta potties that, yeah.
You do you, girl.
Poor Slytherins, they never get described well.
No, they don't. Poor Slytherin.
No. Okay.
So they have to get a piece of Crab and Goyle.
Yep.
Mhm.
And how are they going to do that?
Well,
Quite simply. By
Yeah.
bribing them with sweets.
Yes.
yes.
But drugged sweets.
Drugged
Yes.
sweets.
So they put a simple sleeping draft, or Hermione does.
Hermione
I
did it.
should,
Hermione
yes.
does. Always Hermione.
She should
Yes.
be the one to do it. The
Yes.
other two might mess it up.
That's
Oh,
right.
probably.
So,
And then we're into the thing that every girl needs to know. Never leave your drink alone and never trust any food from anybody else.
That's
Never.
right. Never, ever,
Every
ever.
girl needs to know this.
But
Yes.
Crab and Goyle are boys, and they were not given that speech.
No.
So when
and,
they see two treats,
and not only that, but they love cakes and
Yeah.
treats and oh
So when
yeah.
they see two treats sitting there suspiciously, or in the movie floating, which is even more suspicious.
Yeah.
yeah, they
They
just
just
go
grab
for
'em.
it.
Of course, that's what you do. You just grab them.
This is Hogwarts, by the way. Everything's safe, right?
Yeah.
People
Oh,
are dropping
completely.
like flies, and
Yep.
everything's okay.
There's
That's
not
right.
a potions room 2 doors down from where they're standing or anything.
Yep. No.
Never grab
That's right.
floating food at Hogwarts. Please don't eat.
That's
But that's
right.
what they did. That's what they did.
That's right. That's
And they
right.
played that really well in the movie. I don't know how I don't know what they told the actors, but they just freeze and then.
Yep. So
All
Harry
right.
and Ron have got to get their robes.
Mhm.
Yep, and their
they-
shoes.
And their shoes. Because once they take the potion, they're going to be that size. So
Yeah.
poor Crab and Goyle are.
Stripped and
Stripped.
shoved in a closet.
Yeah. Yep. And they rush back to Myrtle's bathroom.
Yep.
And they take their potion, and it's disgusting. The
Yep.
most-
One turns what?
It's,
Cuted green. One turns they're all. Oh God.
Yeah. It's like ew.
Christmas dessert you do not want.
No.
No.
Christmas
it's like-
dessert a year
Oh,
later.
it's a 6 sort of yellow. Was
Ooh.
Millicent Bulstrode's. And then Harry drops Goyle's hair into the middle glass, and Ron puts Crab's into the last one. And Goyle's turned the khaki color of a booger,
Oh.
and Crab's a dark, murky brown.
Ew.
Oh,
Ew.
mud.
Ew.
Like mud.
Not
yes.
chocolate.
No,
Not chocolate.
no.
Mud colored.
Ew.
Down the hatch.
Yeah.
So since they're in one stall, they decide they have to go into separate ones because they'll never fit in there.
Nope.
So they change. But for some reason,
Hermione doesn't want to
Hermione
come out.
doesn't want to go with them.
And well, why is that?
We
Well,
don't,
we don't know yet. She just tells them to go before their time runs out.
Yep.
Because Polyjuice only lasts an hour.
So they
Yep.
take off.
Yep. Oh, there's Crab and Goyle.
Oh, here's Crab and Goyle. I
Oh,
almost
there
forgot.
we
Having eaten their cake and knocked out, not stripped yet.
Do not eat something if you don't know where it came from.
Yep.
So they try and find the Slytherin common room, which they do
Yes.
not know where it is.
Yep.
They run into a prefect girl
Mm-hmm.
and Percy.
Yes.
course.
Yes.
Always Percy.
Well,
Always
Percy, what are
Percy.
you doing in a hall that's not yours with another prefect who happens to be
A girl.
a girl?
Not sure yet.
And then suddenly, luckily,
The only time they're ever happy to see Draco
that's
Malfoy.
right.
Oh, look, it's Draco Malfoy.
Yes.
He looks a little bit demonic.
He looks terrifying in this book.
Ooh, goodness
It's
me.
the angle of the eyes.
Yes. Oh, gosh.
Well, he gets them out of a pinch.
Yep.
He takes them to the common room
Yep,
that they
and
were
we
trying
find
to find.
out their password.
Yep.
Unsurprisingly, it is pure blood.
Mm-hmm.
And that just, guys, just
They're very subtle, are the Slytherins.
Very.
don't be that guy.
No, don't be. Don't
And
be.
then they get Malfoy talking about the Chamber of Secrets. And
Right.
what do we find out?
That he is not the heir of Slytherin,
To their
Mhm.
amazement.
Yep,
and that he's been trying to find that out too.
that's right.
And then, what is it? We also find
He
out
says
it was opened.
mean things about Mr. Weasley,
Yep.
and Ron gets upset as
Yep.
Crab.
Mm-hmm.
But we also find out it was last opened 50 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
right.
a mudblood died.
Yep.
Terrifying.
Mhm.
And Malfoy says something. He says something here that really bothers me. He says someone who he would like to be the person who dies this time. That's not nice.
No, no.
Do not say that about people, no matter how much you
No.
dislike them. It is not nice.
No,
I don't care who you are. Everybody deserves the
that's
right,
right.
to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Draco says Hermione should die, and Ron jumps up and goes to try and hurt him.
Oh, Ron, why are you feeling so defensive over this? Why are you feeling the need to take care of someone who is saying bad things against Hermione, huh? Huh? You want to tell us?
Mhm.
Being a protective friend, I see. Protective friend. That's what it
That's
is.
right.
Yeah,
That's
let's
right.
go with that.
Let's go with that one. So what have we got
So
here?
how do they get away? That's because they go, oh, stomach, must have eaten something.
Well, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
weird cake.
Yeah. So then,
yeah, they run away.
then
Oh,
they run.
they pass the cupboard that's now
Yes,
screaming and trying to escape, and put the shoes and the clothes
the-
back there.
and the cloaks, yes, and all
Poor
that.
Crab and
yeah.
Goyle. How do they explain this later?
They just bust out of there with their clothes laying in front. And they're just like,
And their shoes, like, yeah, like whatever.
I don't know.
All right.
This is the college boy. When you woke up, you just don't ask you later.
You just
go
look at
away.
each other and you say, we will never speak of this again.
All righty.
And then you go away.
And then Ron hammers back on the door of Hermione's stall in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. Hermione, come on out. We've got loads to tell you.
But she doesn't want to come out.
Go away! Hermione squeaked. What's the matter? You must be back to normal by now.
Not quite.
But Moaning Myrtle, oh boy, she'd never been so happy.
So happy.
Ooh, wait till you see. She said it's awful.
Well, you guys decide for yourself. Is it awful? Is it that bad?
Her face was covered in black fur. Her eyes had turned yellow, and there were long pointed ears poking through her hair. It was a cat hair. Oh gosh,
no.
poor Hermione.
I will say that's probably what's going to happen to anyone who tries to get a bit of us.
Oh, absolutely. I'm
That's
always
got
covered
cat-
in cat
yep,
fur.
yep.
Several different cats.
I've got
yes.
cat fur on me right now.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay, Hermione, said Harry quickly. We'll take you up to the hospital wing. Madame Pomfrey never asks too many questions.
She doesn't. She does. She's a good healer in that way.
Probably safer
So
at a
then-
school, to be
then-
fair.
Yeah, and she doesn't
shut
need
up.
to know because she's just that
No.
good.
That's good. And then Moaning Myrtle, though, has one last thing to say. Wait till everyone finds out you've got a tail! Oh my
She's so happy. Myrtle is so happy. First time in years.
I will say,
I was gonna say she's
she
never
probably
happy.
deserves it. She deserves a little bit of happiness. She's
Yes.
had a rough go of it.
All
So
right.
next week-
Haunting
So
a
next
bathroom.
week we
Next
are
week we learn about the very secret diary.
chapter 13, 14, and 15.
Mm-hmm.
And we do have the question of how long do we think Hermione will be in the hospital wing?
I've read this
yeah.
before, so I cannot answer.
Yep. But we will find out.
You guys tell us. What do you think? How long is she going to be in there?
Will it just be? Do you think Madame Pomfrey will fix her immediately?
Well, I mean, if
or,
she can regrow bones overnight,
In the night.
so,
she can surely take.
or maybe a day or two. I don't
Maybe.
know.
I mean, all she really needs to
don't
do
know.
is shave her, like,
And get rid of the tail.
and the ears,
and the
eyes,
eyes.
and the nails.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you keep the nails. That seems like
I don't
fun.
know. Oh goodness.
I mean, some
yeah.
people love those kinds of nails. Some people get those acrylics that are like that long off of their nail,
Yeah.
and they really like it. So maybe Hermione could have just kept those.
I
And
don't
apparently
know.
Louis
Yeah.
XIV of France, his preferred method to get someone to let them know was to do that. You
Okay.
would scratch on the door instead of knocking.
That's weird.
So like all the Versailles nobles had like pinky nails
Oh,
like that long.
golly.
All right, I'm
Just
glad that we
like weird.
evolved past that. Good job, humans. Good job, humans.
So yeah, that was just a little weird, but
All
you know,
right.
that was Louis XIV.
So we will be back next week, and hopefully we'll be on at 4 o'clock instead,
Thank you
and
so
have
much
no technical
for waiting for
difficulties.
us. It was a rough one, but hopefully by next week we will have all of these tech items put
Sorted
together
out.
and figured out in a way that makes sense.
Okay, thanks all.
Bye.